Welcome back. Welcome back. It's your host, Delano, on the FanWire Podcast, your trusted voice for Washington Mystic content. We got a late one tonight for you. We said we was going to bring you a WNBA prospect, and we going to do it because we said we were. We gotta be true to what we say. It's been a long day of basketball. March Madness is in full effect. But we're going to jump in and give you this breakdown. I hope you're ready because we ready. And just so you know, we give breakdowns to give you the game behind the game for WNBA prospects that will be potentially drafted in the 2026 draft. And it's a matter of they will be a Mystic or will they be drafted somewhere else. We will give you the breakdown. Let you know what the Washington Mystic roster moves are, what we need. We'll see how everything fits. Because the draft is coming up April 13th, and I hope that you're ready. So today, we got a player has been rising up the boards this season. And since this player is a riser, we got to talk about him. This is a player who started with hype, faced adversity, rebuilt her game, and just had a full breakout season. So we're talking about Marta Suárez, and I'm breaking it all down, her journey, her skill set, her draft stock, and her potential fit with the Washington Mystics. Let's get into it. Let's jump to it. Let's go. Yeah. Now, Marta Suárez is a 6'3" stretch forward out of Spain. Remember that. All right, so she's a modern stretch forward that plays inside and outside and can score in both portions of the floor. She has a high IQ European basketball skill set. She can rebound and can be a secondary playmaking big. So let's see how this can line up a little bit here. Because she can operate from the pick and pop. She can face up. She can hit trail threes in transition. She can shoot threes off the bounce. So this is a plug and play type of WNBA player or archetype. She has that potential. Now, Suarez, this past season, or this current season, let's say that, this current season, is averaging 17 points a game, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, shooting 37% from 3 and 90% from the line. And those are great attributes. Those really look good at the college level. But the thing is, will it translate to the WNBA? Now, based on what we're seeing, it's not your typical role player's production. It looks more like a featured player or featured option type of thing. But who knows right now what role she could probably have in the WNBA. But then again, we kind of got an idea. So we'll talk through that. Marta Suárez is an efficient scorer. She gives that production. But again, will it translate? So, but hey, let's jump back. Let's talk about Marta Suárez's earlier college years. She started off in Tennessee, and she showed early promise. She started as a freshman. Well, actually, she didn't start as a freshman. Pardon me. She averaged 4.1 points a game, 3.6 rebounds, and was SEC all-freshman team. You already could see that Marta Suárez had skill, touch, and rebounding instincts. Then that's when stuff started to stall a little bit. There were some setbacks. She missed a full season due to injury. She then had a limited role and steps away mid-season. So pretty much the momentum completely stopped. It was gone. Now she transfers to Cal. And this is where things started to change. She averaged about 12 points a game to 13 points a game. Her rebounding jumped up, playmaking improved. She became a real deal starter. She became a reliable contributor and a developing all-around forward. Okay, so then she transfers again. And this is where the boom occurs. This is when we started to see a star potentially break out at TCU. So at TCU, Marta Suárez averaged, again, 17 points a game, primary scoring option, clutch performer, triple-double games or game, all conference buzz. And this is where she becomes a legit pro-level offensive player. Hey, when you're playing with, Olivia Miles, things can go in your favor, especially when you on the other end of some of her great passes. All right, so I hope you're ready, because real quick, if you like how we are breaking down these WNBA prospects, this is what we need you to do. I need you to hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on those notifications so that you can get notified of when we're dropping a prospects video. And guess what? We're dropping something daily. Whether it's draft content, some other kind of Washington Mystic content, we're going to drop you something. So make sure you're ready and available for it. All right. This is what we're going to do. We're going to get back to the breakdown of Marta Suárez. Okay, so her career evolution is why the scouts started paying attention. So again, Tennessee, she showed talent and promise. At Cal, you started to see her development. And when she got to TCU, that's when she started to really get on the radar and potentially could be a star. All right. Now, this progression matters. Late bloomers, they kind of look like this. And they tend to stick in the league if they make it. So we know she's going to get drafted. That's not a question. It's just a matter of if she sticks around. Okay, so let's talk about some of Marta Suárez's strengths. She's a stretch four. She's shooting 37% from three. She's an elite free throw shooter, over 90%. She has size. She has skill. And that's a great combo, right? Now, she has good rebounding instincts and a high-level basketball IQ. And she shows offensive versatility. She fits into a modern WNBA offense perfectly. All right, now let's talk about some of her weaknesses. These are where you got some concerns. These are where you got some challenges. Now, Marta Suárez has average athleticism, and her defensive consistency can be questioned. She can struggle versus physical players, and turnovers increase with usage. So it looks like the more time she gets, the more prone she is to have a turnover. So again, those are definite concerns. But here's the big one. she's kind of a tweener. She's not a 5, and she's not a quick wing. So she needs to be in the right system. Now, let's talk about her player comps. We're talking about Alanna Smith, Stephanie Talbot, and we're talking about Alanna Smith's structure and Talbot's versatility. But she adds her own twist because she has a rebounding motor, right? Now, draft projections. We're talking about a late first round pick, possibly second round. And it really depends on how this draft goes. It's going to determine where she gets drafted. And also, it's going to determine where she gets drafted based on what happens in March Madness. If TCU gets bounced early, some GMs might hold that against Marta, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. And why is she rising? Why is she really considered? It's because she has size and she can shoot. That's always a good combo. And, even though she bloomed late and had a late breakout, it's still big positives. And she's a system-friendly player. Teams need that, including the Washington Mystics. Now, how does she fit with the Washington Mystics? Because, this is a Washington Mystic breakdown, so I hope you're ready. Now, how does she fit? She's not going to be a starter. Let's be real, because we got Kiki Arifin. But she could be a good rotational piece or a bench player, depending on how you look at it, backing up Kiki Arifin. Now, if she's on the floor with Shakira, if Shakira comes back, we're talking about a player that can give spacing because she can shoot the 3. And again, why does she fit? She's a perfect pick and pop partner. She opens up the floor for our bigs. And she adds shooting at the floor. So again, she stretches the floor. High IQ player. And that creates offensive balance. So she could fit. But there are some reasons why the Mystics could pass. Jamila Wyman could be like, hey, it's too much of a defensive concern. She's not athletic enough. She doesn't create her shot enough. And depending on who we bring in free agency, draft, or re-sign, it could create a logjam at the forward position. These are all things to consider. So, final fit grade for our Washington Mystics. Offensively, let's go with an A. Defensively, maybe a C+, borderline a D. So let's look at an overall of a B-. All right. Now, final verdict. Marta Suárez, again, is a stretch 4 that had a late blooming with her production and her success at the college level. But she's a plug-and-play forward that has good ability. She's not a star-level player. She's not going to be your defensive anchor. Translation, she's not going to carry the Washington Mystics. But she can make the team work, especially on the offensive end. So my question for you, everybody that's watching, I appreciate you all for tapping in. Oh, real quick. Boom Dizzle says she's sort of a big shooter this team needs at the 3-4. I'm with you. We need a big that can space the floor with shooting. She can check that box. But the question is, does that outweigh the concerns? Definitely something to consider. Definitely something to consider. All right. Now, my question for everybody in the comments: should the Mystics draft Marta Suárez? Is she going to be a steal or just a system player or a player that warms the bench? Let's see. Let's talk through it. Also, again, if you like this video, if you like the breakdowns that we're giving you every single day, let me know. Let me know by liking the video. Like the video, like the video, like the video. Subscribe to the channel. We need your help to spread all of this good Washington Mystic content to the masses, because there's a lot of fans out there, but we got to connect the dots. I need your help to connect the dots. So again, subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you turn on your notifications so that you can stay locked in with all of the content that the FanWire Podcast brings to you. And again, we're going to be breaking out a new prospect. Most likely not tomorrow. No. Yes, we're going to drop one tomorrow. And we'll see how that player fits with the Washington Mystics. So until next time, again, this is your host, Delano, your trusted voice for Washington Mystic content. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, like always. And we'll be right back at you real soon with a new video. We out of here. Let's get back to this last March Madness game. Brother tired. Gotta get back at this tomorrow. We out of here. Gone.